things I like best. I hope you can see it, but it's a full moon out in the country, not too much light. It's a wonderful feeling. Just a great sight. So, cohorts, let me know if you like it. It's always a great sight. Have a good night. Enjoy the video. This is Tony's wisest moment.
Yeah. I say my wisest moment has to go back to 1996. Before I go there, let me explain what transpired up to 1996. I would say, from I was in middle school from 1991, 92, 93. Um, I started young age, living the gangster life, especially in this little small town, little gangster life. You kind of hee haw about it, whatever. But every town has that little gangster setting that little teenagers try to live in. I rolled in that type setting at that point when I was in sixth grade, sixth, seventh, eighth grade. When I got to seventh grade, I love sports. Football was my passion. I played that in middle school. Did very well in middle school. But as I continued to roll around with my goals of wanting to be a gangster, I rode with some cats where I became a gangster in this town, and I lived that life for a little bit. My wise moment was, from sixth, seventh, eighth grade to ninth grade, I continued to live that gangster lifestyle with some of my homies. When I got to ninth grade, I met a female in high school, which ended up being my kid's mother, all three of my kids, and ended up marrying her when I was 18. But my son was born in 96. When my son was born in 96, it just changed me from everything. I went from being a gangster to partying, to smoking, to drinking, to doing everything you could think, to shootouts, everything. I went from dropping all that to being faithful to this person that I had fell in love with at the time as a freshman in high school. And then my son is born, 2 years after that. It was my change moment. My change moment was marrying her to become a father and be a father that I didn't have. I had a great stepfather, but I didn't have my biological father. But I said I always was gonna never be like my biological father. So once my son was born, I stepped up to the plate. I dropped out of high school, 10th grade, went straight to work, working at Pizza Hut. At the time I wasn't 18, so I had to find a job to take care of my son. He's going to come into this world. He was born. When he was born, I'll never forget. When he was born, I can remember going back to my apartment, and I still was making the transition from the street life to being a father, being a family man. And I can remember going back to my apartment, back then smoking my last little doobie. And I said, this is it, because I said, I don't want my son being like me. I want different for him. And so I made that transition right there. Of course, from that transition right there, I became a father. I did what I was supposed to, work and provided for my son. 2 more kids was born out that union. But I say this to say that by me having that wise moment then, by letting the streets and that gangster life go to be a father to my son, this is, I've been in court systems. I've been, in the court, beat charges, felony charges, all that stuff. But somehow I escaped that stuff somehow. Well, I can stand here today to let you know, I'm here as a special education teacher now at the Franklin County High School. I'm also a varsity assistant basketball coach. My son is a senior in college right now. He's going to graduate. My daughter's a senior. She's on the SEA committee. My baby girl, she's in middle school, 8th grade, and I pride myself on now giving them something to look forward to. So that's my wise moment. Back then, 96, once my son was born.
That was right there live, Tony. Very much appreciated. every time.
No doubt.
I mean, being a man.
No doubt.
Good evening, cohorts. Thank you for watching the video. It's a lot to me right now that to speak about. You have people out here that needs help. You have people out here that needs guidance. And these are the reason why I started this video or the channel. It's always to give somebody a wise moment that they may have needed. Having Tony speak about his, it was great. And I want people to know that even though you may have one parent, not two, it could be the mother or the father, you know, or any other family member of yours, that they are in your life for you. You know, to assist you in growing. And for, you know, like me, I have both of my parents. And that's what they was in my life for me to grow. You know, to be more innovative, to be out there testing the knowledge of others, or just learning a new way to live, or to challenge the things people say. You know, be intelligent with yourself in every step. And the same thing goes also out for the people that has, you know, the same-sex parents. They're there for you. So don't get confused by what people might tell you. You know, they might tell you this and might tell you that. But at the end of the day, the people that's really in your corner is the ones that truly care about you. Sometimes it might be hard. For me, it was hard. Even though I had both of them, it was still hard. My dad made sure that I never gave up. My mom made sure that I knew how to love. And trust me, the parents out there that's single parents, like my sisters, and so many other women, or so many men, they're going to teach you both sides. So they have to be extra strong and extra tough on you. So all this means is that you do them proud, to make yourself feel proud. Y'all have a good evening, cohorts.